That's my best friend Darren.
That is my best friend Bobby.
This is our very good friend Jason. And this is the Hola Bud podcast, coming live, not live, but coming from Montecito Park.
We are at the park.
In Monticello, Minnesota. Let's let that music fade out.
We're also brought to you by...
Oh, the Dream Green Cannabis Club.
Yes, sir.
Can't forget about our good buddy Wes.
What's up, baby?
Speaking of Wes, let's do this really quick.
I did it. I'm doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it, and I feel good doing it.
Yeah.
That's a good way
positive.
to start it.
That's
you
great.
know, a little positive message
Yes.
from our good buddy Wes.
Yes, Wes, we love you, buddy.
That is definitely a hell of a hotkey.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, we are at Montecito Park now because I have my new Anchor solar generator. So we got power anywhere we want. We can set up, podcast, record, do what we need to do, and it's fantastic.
It's awesome. I was kind of wondering how this would really turn out and how it would work, but it's really cool. We can, with that now, we can go anywhere, do anything pretty much, and you can do anything with your other stuff too, which is great.
Exactly.
So
do some documenting Minnesota videos,
Yeah.
interview some artists, and show some of that stuff. And yeah, lots of cool, fun things.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
Freedom is what I like to think of it as. Total freedom.
Yeah, it don't come free, but he got it.
Exactly. I did pay a good amount of money for that freedom. But like we said, our good friend Jason is here. Say hello, Jason.
What's up, y'all?
Jason, it's been quite a while since either one of us has seen you. What have
Well,
you been
he
up?
came into my work the other day, actually.
Yeah,
Well, okay, let me start this. Jason, it's been quite a while since I've seen you. Recently, you've seen Bobby, but let's catch up. What have you been doing? How's life been for you?
Honestly, just living it.
Yeah,
Living someone's dream, like I said.
yeah, you are.
Really just figuring out life as it goes.
Yeah,
Starting up, Kayla's starting up a gecko breeding business.
who's Kayla?
So Kayla is my now wife.
Nice.
November. Shit, she's gonna hate me for this.
November.
In November is your anniversary.
In November.
Yeah.
How long in November have you been married?
So in November it'll be a year.
Oh, okay, nice. 1
Right.
year.
Yeah.
She's
Exciting.
starting a gecko breeding
Yep.
business.
So she's breeding crested geckos. We actually are doing our first show with that next weekend.
Are those the little ones?
Yeah, they're about
Okay.
that big.
I have a customer that comes to my work that has some that are like fucking monsters, man. They're like this big.
Oh yeah, those are lychees.
Those things are. I never knew they got that big. They look like
Dang.
little
they're like-
Godzillas.
They're like that
Yeah.
long head to tail.
Yeah, they're
A
crazy.
gecko is
They're
that?
Bro, it's insane.
Expensive too.
Yeah, yeah, and they're beautiful colors on
Yeah.
them things, man.
Like the cheapest lychee you'll find is like $1,000 and
It's crazy.
$1,200, and then they go all the way up to like $1,500.
I should get you their contact info. It's
Yeah.
it's really really cool stuff.
No.
No means yes in some circumstances.
I
Only
mean,
some.
Gecko group.
she does want lychees. So
Does she?
There you go.
That'd be cool.
other than that, since I left Camping World,
Yeah.
it's just been I went back to manufacturing. So now I'm over at States Manufacturing building what are called e-houses, which are just think your little power pack there, but 55 feet long,
Oh, dang.
25 feet wide, and like another 20-foot high building, and that's pretty much all it does is it distributes power if they have to turn on the generators.
That's what you're building? Is
Yeah.
those things? Nice.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. You were
That's
telling me
very
about it on
cool.
the way over here. That stuff is crazy.
$10 million a house.
Whoa.
I won't be getting one of those.
But that's like when the grid goes down,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
good.
Oh, you're good for.
Oh yeah, like they're the place we're working with. They're like, yeah, it'll be on top of a diesel fuel tank, and we're all sitting here going, is that really safe? Like, this is how we watch manholes get launched into space.
Right? Dang. That's wild. Sorry, I just want to check and make sure it's recorded.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit about how the three of us met?
God, was it? I think you started first,
Correct.
and then you brought over Bobby.
Yeah.
So I was at Camping World before these two started. I think I actually trained Darren.
Yeah, you did.
And so it was me and him. As soon as he came in with one of his championship belts. And
Oh,
I'm
I was
like,
going to take over.
and he comes in and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make so much money. And I'm like, we're gonna be best fucking friends. Just immediately hit it off, started BSing about about wrestling and everything that came
Yeah.
from that, just growing up on WWE, WWF, WCW, NWA, just hitting it.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean both the rap group and the wrestling company.
Yes.
And
It-
then Darren convinced Bobby to come on in. And I like to think that Bobby and I actually trained each other because there were things that Bobby brought that I'm sitting here like, okay, this is my first sales job. So I'm like, these are things that I never would have even thought about. Like Bobby's sitting here talking about like these little downspouts on the top of the campers and all, that are like just for channeling water off the one side. And I'm like, things I probably should have figured out and been able to tell someone like, hey, your roof and sides won't get damaged because of this little thing right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little $5 thing right there saves you $2,000 in
Right.
deductibles.
Right. It's a very small thing that adds a lot of value, and
Yeah,
that's
and-
definitely a big part of selling campers is talking about the little things that most people wouldn't think of. You know, the average customer comes in, they've never bought a camper before, or maybe they've bought one or two, so they don't think of a lot of those little things that you got to bring up.
Yeah, it's all the little nuanced things that people are like, well, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was kind of things that Bobby kind of brought over to me. And then Bobby and I hit it off talking about Bigfoot and everything in the mountain, everything that happens in the mountains, things that go bump in the night. And
Yeah,
Nice.
love talking about stuff like that.
Hey, that's fun. That is definitely fun.
I think there was the one day that you and I got in trouble because we didn't even realize how long we had spent talking about this. Like Bobby and I made all the calls that we needed to. I came over to Bobby's office.
Yeah.
And like next thing I know, it's, you guys gonna try to do something today? And we're like, what? It's only been like 20 minutes and dude, it's been like 4 hours. Oops. My bad.
But like you said, we always made our phone calls and did our shit.
Yeah.
So what does it matter?
Right. If you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Right?
I mean, when the second store manager took over, then it was a different problem because the sales weren't happening and
Right. Right.
nobody actually wanted to be there.
No. We've had that talk before.
When sales stop happening, they start getting tougher and cracking the whip, and you know.
Well,
sure.
the problem is they started cracking the whip in the middle of December.
Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't stopped at Camping World in Monticello, there is no indoor showroom.
No.
Your ability to sell a camper is based on how frozen you're actually willing to go and do.
And how much the customers
How
will
much
put
they're
up with
willing
it.
Yeah.
to put up with the negative degree weather as well. Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of customers that I had called that are like, oh, is there someplace warm that we can take a look at it? And I'm like, maybe. I don't know.
And I mean, technically, they want us to show the customer at least 3 campers, and we're supposed to spend at least an hour in each camper.
Yep.
So we're talking 3 hours in the cold with these customers.
Yeah. And those campers, when it's cold out, they aren't warm.
Right. No.
So
If anyone has not dealt with a Minnesota winter, 0 to -20 is pretty standard.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you get that nice wind that hits you.
Right.
Oh, that's nice though.
Check.
Camping World is surrounded by fields and
It's
the
fi-
freeway.
Good
So,
God.
so the
It's
wind
ju-
comes whipping through that.
It's just a wind tunnel.
Your only saving grace is figuring out which side the wind's coming from and just standing on the back of the RV. So, what do you guys think?
Right.
Can
Yeah.
you see yourself in this one? I mean, we can go inside and stop the wind, but it's not going to get any warmer.
Do you remember my second day at the job?
I feel like I do.
So I don't know if my second day at the job. This is horrible. I don't know if I should. All right,
No,
I started.
you're going
I
to. You
started.
brought it up.
So my first day at the job, I got locked out of everything. So I was like,
Oh,
"Fuck
yeah.
this! This fucking sucks." And I left a great job.
Like out of the computer and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
And
He's
right.
I
locked out of.
didn't-
He's locked out of the computer. He's locked out of the phone.
Oh dang.
I'm locked out of
He's-
everything, and I
He's
didn't
locked
want to
out of
go
the
and yell at Eric.
He's locked out of the campers because he forgot his keys on his desk.
God, it was horrible, dude.
Like I'm walking around, I've got my keys in my pocket, and I'm like, "Go ahead, open it up." And he's like,
no.
like, you know those videos of the soldiers that are like, "I left my grenade back at the barracks, Sergeant." That was Darren.
It
He's
was
like,
horrible.
they're up. I think they're on my desk. Hang on. Like he's reaching into his pocket.
Knowing they're not there.
No, I can see like his pocket is flat to his leg.
Right. But he's a good actor.
I
He's
tried. I tried.
putting on the
you
show.
know. It was so. I'm
But
locked
then he's
out
like,
of
I'm
everything.
locked out.
It was horrible. Locked out of everything. Didn't want to tell Eric. And I'm like, he was the boss at the time.
Eric Wong.
Eric
Yep.
Wong.
Shout
Shout
out,
out.
I liked Eric Wong a
You,
lot.
you were
He
an
was
amazing
cool.
dude. So, didn't want to tell him because I was embarrassed as hell. So, whatever. Fucking get past the first day. I'm like, God, this fucking sucks. I can't believe I left what I left for this. Second day, we're going out and we're touring the camper.
It was the Mallard that
And
time.
and I had to shut, and I didn't have to, but the door on the bottom wasn't open, so I went to shut it, and then I turned around and it was so fucking slippery, and then
Yep.
feet flew right in the air, bam, broke my tailbone, shit my pants. No lie, I don't know who knows that, but it was just the fucking worst, dude. Jason, can I help you up? No, I'm fine. And then I'm like,
No.
I'm gonna need your help.
He goes, he says, "No, I'm fine." When there's like 3 other people around, those 3 people walk away, and he's like, "Help!"
I'm gonna need the help, bro.
I got you.
Fucking A, it was so horrible.
You knew who to trust.
I did. I was like, God damn it. I can't let anybody know. God, this is starting off to be the absolute worst move in my life almost. But we rallied through it.
He got through it like the week after we went and did the same thing. We were closing things up. And like we're walking through, and I'm like, "Darren, that's that patch."
I'm not. Dude, it was straight. So-
Rubbing it in.
No, he's about to like walk over it again.
Oh, you were warning him.
yeah.
And I'm like, "Bro, that's that ice patch." And he stops, like dead stop, and goes,
Yep. I wasn't, man. Broken tailbones. If you've never had one, no joke. It fucking never heals, it feels like.
your only saving grace becomes that donut.
Yeah, and then I'm having to sit. I'm getting joked on for why am I sitting
Yeah.
on this shit?
Yeah, it's like I think it was Caleb was actually ribbing you the hardest.
Oh,
about
he
it.
gave me the
He
biggest.
was
I believe it.
Him
he
and
was-
Berto, they would give me. They would razz the shit out of me. God damn, those were fun though. That was when we had a good team, good squad, good everything.
Right.
Well, we were getting there.
Yeah, we were on our way to where we should have. Yeah.
There were still a couple at that time where it was like, you should probably.
It did happen. It just took a little longer than what it could have or should have. So.
It took a little longer, and then all of a sudden, the rest of us were gone too.
Right. Right.
Darren and I forgot beverages today.
We did. Usually we have a sponsor, our drink
Unofficial
right
drink
here.
sponsors.
Looks like we're gonna have our unofficial Pure Leaf today.
Jason brought multiple drinks
what-
from
what-
Pure Leaf.
What flavor is that? Go ahead and give that a nice radio read.
It's artisan inspired. Oh, no, wait. Sweet hibiscus herbal.
Ooh,
West
sweet.
Africa.
Ooh,
It
man.
says right
Yeah, yeah.
here.
We ain't playing around today. Jason brought the noise.
Never had that. And what
I
what
was
you
saying,
said?
and
This is
one,
mead.
well, this one is actually we're gonna shout out. It's local, but not local. So it's mead from Jaybird Wine in Cambridge.
Oh,
Okay.
So if you've never had mead, it's honey wine.
Okay.
Oh.
So the base, instead of like the fruits and yeast and everything
Yeah.
like that, it's mostly honey.
Nice. Honey's very good for you.
Like it's actually the oldest recorded alcohol in history.
Yeah, that's what they drink at the Renaissance festivals
Yeah,
and shit.
and
right?
actually these guys are you beat me to it. These are actually the guys that produce every drop of mead for the Renaissance Festival.
Oh, awesome.
Is Jaybird
Oh,
Wines.
damn, good for
Very
them.
cool.
So this was, I brought some forest fruit if y'all haven't tried.
I've never
haven't.
had any type of mead ever.
Go ahead,
so
Bobby.
I'm very excited
I'll
to try
I'll
this
go
out.
after you.
So again, shout out to Jaybird Wines.
Yes, thank you.
And even like, so you can actually go to their brewery.
Is it a brewery? If it's a winery?
Yeah, there it is. Thank you.
Winery.
Oh, dude, that's good.
Very
So-
good.
Wow.
Their process for like
I'm taking.
for figuring out which ones you want is you walk in, you grab a stack of these little like plastic sample cups,
Yeah.
and you can try every flavor.
Nice.
You can try every flavor. You can mix flavors as you go along.
Yeah.
It's like an ice cream stop.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you can taste as many and as much as you want.
So you can get drunk on the taste?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next
Get
date
drunk
night, we're
there
going
for
to the
free.
mead stop for free.
And
Yeah, yeah.
then you pay to get drunk at home.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good though.
They also
Very
give
sweet taste.
they also give discounts if you bring your own bottles.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
So it's like
Didn't I think Nordic
10%.
used to do that? I don't know if they still do. They sell those big bottles and
The
then you can
growlers
bring
or
them,
what?
yeah, and then you bring them back and fill them back
yeah,
up.
yeah. You
Yeah.
buy it one time and then you bring it back in. Yep, that's sure. Nordic. We do like to shout out Nordic.
A lot.
We do. We
I
love
don't know.
that place.
They come up a lot. They're a nice place.
It's great. If you haven't been there, go there. I'm telling you guys, the new one is off the hook. Drove by there yesterday. So nice. Parking lot was full. I was so happy to see that because that is a place that deserves nothing but good from the community that it's in. And he gives back so much to all of us. So,
I was actually telling Darren, sorry,
Derek.
it's gonna happen.
I know. I know.
done
He's got brain damage. So we'll get into that story in just a little bit.
It's okay. No, I was telling Darren. So I actually knew Zach before he opened the Nordic. Zach was my tattoo artist and piercer up in Brainerd.
Nice.
It was Zach Barthel's studio.
That's what it
is
was called?
It was either Zach Barthel Studio or Zach Barthel Tattoos. And then when Zach sold, it became 7th Street
Oh, gotcha.
Tattoos. And I'm pretty sure Zach got annoyed with me after a while because I would just come down and just hang out and bullshit all for hours and just, I wouldn't buy anything.
I believe it.
Jesus.
But I'd go to Coco Moon, grab a drink, go up and down, and just shoot shit with Zach for hours.
He's so easy to talk to because
Yeah.
he's a real person. He's just as real as they get, man. So
How many tattoos did you get from him?
I actually didn't get a
Oh.
tattoo from Zach, but
All right.
he did my piercings.
Gotcha.
Okay.
He did piercings.
Yep.
Okay. But you have a tattoo from him, right?
I do. I do. I'll show you guys. It's probably one of my favorites. It's this one right
We
here.
could probably take a picture of it later
Oh,
and I
that's
could clip it
Baymax.
in.
Baymax at Disney World getting lifted up by a little Mickey balloon because it's a little Baymax and Baymax is
love
just
it.
helium itself. So
Sick.
I love it.
That is a very cool
That
tattoo.
was awesome. We did it at a tattoo show in St. Cloud.
Nice.
So, yeah, he's awesome. I can't wait to get more. In fact, I was telling him that you and I are going to get the Hola Bud tattoo
Yeah.
from him, and we're going to do a live, well, as live as we do, podcast, and he was cool with that. So I'm really looking forward to that, too.
That'll be sick.
So, hell yeah, a lot of fun. Shout out to Zach Nordic and his tattoo shop.
Yeah.
I got another unofficial sponsor today.
You did?
Nicoderm CQ.
Oh,
I'm on the patch again, off the cigarettes and off the vapes.
God, that makes me happy, brother.
Good job,
But
brother.
the thing is, like, nicotine by itself is very beneficial for the human brain, especially for people that have neurodivergencies like ADHD and autism, stuff
Yeah.
like that. It helps to stimulate the receptors and helps everything fire better. And a lot of neurosurgeons and doctors and shit actually use a nicotine patch, right? It's all this
Interesting.
other shit they put in cigarettes and vapes that are very, very, very bad for you.
Sure.
But the nicotine itself is actually very beneficial. So I like having the patch. And I've been on the patch before, and it does work very well for me.
Yeah, good. Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Shout out to Nicoderm Patches. Any of you having trouble quitting the sticks, give that a shot. That might be the answer.
I recommend trying the patch.
Out of a 10, what's your scale of recommendation?
I would say a 10.
Ooh.
It's so much better. Even if you don't plan on quitting nicotine, because I don't really know if I plan on quitting nicotine fully.
Yeah.
But I know that this is the best way to get my nicotine. It's so much better than smoking cigarettes or vapes. That shit's so bad for your lungs
Yeah.
and your brain and your fucking heart and all that shit, you know?
Is that over-the-counter stuff, or is that, hey, doc, I need this?
No, you can go, I buy mine from Walgreens.
Really?
Yeah, Walgreens, Target, Walmart,
Yeah,
pretty much anywhere.
So you see how often I go shopping.
right. Well, I mean, did you ever smoke cigarettes that you would need the nicotine patch to get off them?
Only crack. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
don't know if they have a
no,
crack patch.
I'm just kidding. No, I never smoked
If
cigarettes.
they do, I'm getting them.
And, and I've never smoked crack.
I
That
mean, I
can
want to
remember.
be that. I want to be that prick that, because I've seen you when you're shopping. You probably won't see it because it's on the top shelf.
Yeah. I scoot around those little scooters. I got such a fucking bad back, and my hips are fucking unaligned, and I'm just a walking mess.
And
so
you're looking down at like the cereals and the,
Yeah.
the snack food.
the bag cereals, because
They know who they're marketing to.
right, 100%, dude. That's why it's always fun to have Jackson, because he's a little taller.
There you go.
But he does like to dip off and do his own thing most of the time. So,
Yeah, I get that. He's a teenage boy.
yeah.
Oh, we got a boat
we got
coming
a
by on the
boater.
river.
Let's see what we got here.
That'll be cool to see how it
That would-
sounds in the background.
Yeah.
A little
That's just
test,
a little-
like we were talking about earlier.
We
a
were-
little test.
Yes.
Just a little bass boat.
How's that thing
Oh,
look?
yeah, cruising
Nice.
on the Mississippi River.
This is one of the best fishing spots in the U.S.
Really?
Yes, I believe it's in the top 5, right in this area here.
According to whom?
Well, someone that I know bought a house, according to me. Someone I know bought a house up here.
Oh, okay.
And one of their selling points on buying the house was they were told
Oh,
that this strip
yeah,
is one of the best in the U.S.
I could see that.
So whether or not they're out fishing or not, I don't know, but it was said to be.
I see people fishing here constantly, no
Yep.
matter what.
Yeah?
Every time I come to this park or the park by the bridge or Ellison Park or anywhere along this river, there's always people fishing.
That's cool. You can teach a man to fish. No.
You can.
Can you? I don't even know.
Do you want the quote? Or
yeah. Jason, fix me quick.
If you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
Yeah.
I was so far off. Good God. But everyone knew what I was saying.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
this
that's
just
cool.
goes back to there were times at Camping World where we'd just be sitting there, Darren be trying to quote something, and I'm just sitting here going, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to see if that lazy Susan comes back around and catches it.
God dang it. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to screw up quotes, though.
Yeah.
And think that you're right.
Right.
And, like, maybe if that was the quote, it would still be relevant today.
Right.
Dude,
So-
it's when you mess up a quote that you have to stay confident with it. 'Cause
I
then
know
you-
this is it.
Because then you get people going, no, that's not what. Are you sure about that?
And then
You're
I
sure.
will look it up, and I'll find a variance of it. So
Make like a leave and split.
yeah, that's one of them. Right? Make like a leaf and what, fall?
No, it's make like a tree and leave,
Oh.
or make like a
Like
banana
and
and
split.
split.
Oh,
There's a word for when you take two things like that and you combine them and you intentionally fuck them up.
yeah.
I forget what the word is though.
I like
I
it.
don't have
I'm gonna
that
look
one
it up and I'm
Do you
putting it
know
on the
that?
screen right here.
Right there. If you guys have some awesome quotes that you've screwed up before and have been called out on, make sure to put them right down in here somewhere, wherever this is, wherever. Maybe you get the gist of it. So.
I want to say if I can reach through the bottom of the thing and be like, the comments section right here.
Right. So that
My
would be
hand's
perfect.
just floating over the the timing bar, and then all of a sudden it jumps up, and we're like, no,
That's
Bobby in post edit.
Jason, something interesting that I don't know, Bobby, if he knows or not, but you were a competitor in MMA for a while.
So I have I'm gonna go on record
Mm-hmm.
and say that I did embellish a lot of that.
I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. God,
So I did
you had me
do.
believing all that shit, bro.
Dude,
This
I've
fucker
had a
had me
lot of-
believing he was a motherfucking triple black belt judo, fucking everything. I'm like, oh fuck, can't fuck with this dude. He'll kill me.
There's a reason for that.
That's amazing. Motherfucker had a believable story.
I did train
Yeah.
for a few years, but my actual fighting was something that I lied about a lot.
Oh, you got me. Now you, bro.
I-
years later, he finally. Thanks
I'm
for.
I'm admitting a lot of shit about my life recently.
You're still the champ to me.
The champ is over there 'cause it ain't me.
Oh man. Well, okay. So that didn't go over so well.
No, that's something I've done a lot of lying in my life.
You know
And
what, man?
I'm working on like breaking a lot of that. I've started seeing a therapist again, like just working to better myself really.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
like people bring up like stories like that I've told, and I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. That's
Man.
that's not true. And
You okey doked me.
like
Where do you think that comes from, Jason? Like,
it was always I was always kind of that quiet, like reserved kid.
uh-huh.
And as I grew, I was like, okay, I really didn't do much as a kid in my teen years. And like I can give stories from growing up out on the deer farm and just things that I've done over the years. But part of it was I'm like, I need to get some amount of like almost clout
Sure.
mostly, and it was kind of that easy way of, well, no one's really going to try to fact check this. And
Right.
I was always kind of that smaller kid. I was picked on a lot in elementary and middle school. And so when I started doing or training a little bit in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff like that, part of it was, okay, I have this knowledge and I can like prove that I know holds and I know how to move and I know how to do everything like that. So just starting to embellish it more and more and more
Yeah.
Right.
to the point where shit, I think I told one kid that I was 22 and I choked out some guy who's now a professional UFC fighter, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why am I even this far anymore?
Well, yeah, I suppose it
Right.
just like any story, it snowballs and then gets bigger and things get added and things get left out and
Right.
you know it's that's a huge thing. A lot of people do that. They aren't truthful with themselves, so they're not truthful with the other people.
Right.
Howard, that guy I was telling you about that wants to come on the show, that's kind of what he tries to help men do this, and he's got a really good thing. And it's interesting, Jason, that right after talking to Howard a week ago or 2 weeks, and then this comes up like this.
That is fascinating. And I can definitely remember times in my life when I've done that too. Like, you know, whether it was to try to fit in or try to seem cool or like, you know, maybe just ego a little bit. You know, sometimes I definitely have done it in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah,
and
it was-
sometimes when you start to repeat a story enough,
You believe it.
you start to believe it, right? And then, like you said, if you're adding a little bit more to it every time, you're finding out what people react to the most. You're finding
Yeah.
out what they like, and you add a little bit more to that, and then you keep repeating it, and then it starts to become a real memory.
Yep.
You know. And
Yep. And it got to a point, so it was actually my wife was like, why are you lying so much? Why do you feel the need to do all this? And I'm going to say, shout out Craig Renz over at Solutions Counseling. He has been fantastic with me. I've only seen him a handful of times so far, but he's kind of helped me get into the inner workings of a lot of these things.
Yeah.
And he was the one who helped me realize also that these pathologics that come out of these small things, like, okay, it starts out, yeah, so I've trained,
Yeah.
right? And then, okay, so I've trained with this guy. And one of the guys that I did train with, I've trained with Trent Cook, who was a former Golden Gloves King of the Cage.
Oh.
And I did a short bit of training with Brock Larson,
Yep.
who is a former WEC UFC fighter
Yep.
who runs a jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and MMA class in St. Cloud.
Okay.
And so I trained with those guys. So then I'm like, okay, so I've trained with professional fighters.
Yeah.
So there in myself, I am a professional fighter. There in that, I have done fights. There
Sure.
in that, I have, and it just keeps stacking on top of each other.
Yeah.
And it got to that point, like I said, 20-2, and having all these fights with people that most people can now go online and be like, fucking liar. But no one ever goes that far,
Right.
Right.
because that story in my head became such a reality that I was saying it with such conviction.
You were,
that
bro. You were.
You brought it up this many years later.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm starting to work through like a lot of people that I have lied to and wronged with those lies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy anymore. That guy is 20-year-old Jason who's trying to seem cool at the bar or 25-year-old Jason who's trying to sound cool at the bar to the 21-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 33. I'm not that young dude. I'm not that, like, where I'm, like, just getting to that point of, I just need to be an adult.
Yeah.
Like, just trying to do better and show people that, hey, you can be that cool guy, that calm guy that has awesome stories,
Yeah.
but has stories that are true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to embellish things to seem cool to other people.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense. At the Hola Bud podcast, Bobby, myself, and all our buds, we're all about positive, supporting, and being real. So,
Yeah.
bro, if ever you want to talk, to someone other than wherever you go,
Oh, yeah.
you can reach out to me, Bobby, anybody. We're all real. We're all we all just want the best for each other. That's what the idea of this whole setup is making each other better by making one another by kind of partnering up.
Right.
You're not alone.
So therein lies one major thing that I've also kind of realized after a while is when you get into that mindset where you need to have these stories and you need to have these little these embellishments to make yourself seem that bigger better person.
Yeah.
Those relationships that you make, like, how long did it go before I actually reached out and messaged one of you guys?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And I realized after a while that a lot of those, like, relationships that you make, once they're based off of, like, embellishments and lies, once you leave a job and have someone who's believing all those things, you just kind of drop them.
Right.
Like, you
Sure.
don't even try to reach out to these people anymore. And it's like you could have been the best friend, your best friend at work, like the only person who got you through your day.
Right.
And as soon as as soon as you leave, you're like, well, I'm never going to see him again, so I don't have to. I don't. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
So just let them believe what they know about you.
I think that probably comes from a couple different things. One, it's like maybe it's because you know if you go back, you're going to have to face those lies again, right? You're going to have to keep either feeding into it or you're going to have to own up to it, right? And so maybe you don't want to face it. And maybe it feels like a weight is off your shoulder. Once you no longer have to keep living that thing that you built, right?
Yep.
That's got to be like, oh, okay, good. I no longer have to do that.
And ladies and gentlemen watching at this, if you ever get to that point, find a time to start reaching out to the people you have told these stories to and get a chance to show them the genuine you. Be the person that's like, no, those weren't right. I lied to make myself seem better. This is who I really am. These are the truths. Like, get your truths out, not try to make yourself seem bigger than you really are.
That was very big of you, Jason.
Yeah.
I never would have known any of the better had you told me, yeah, man, I was in the cage getting kicked in the head and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, shit.
Right.
Little kid me is screaming. But, you know, adult me is fucking clapping and cheering for what you just did, because that takes a lot of courage and especially after the amount of time.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't think nothing different of you, man. I still love you, brother. So
Not an easy thing to do as a human to, just flat out own up to something like that, especially in such an unexpected on the spot way,
Right.
because obviously
Yeah.
we didn't plan that or anything, but
no,
Darren was hoping for this whole long
I
thing
was
of,
like, God.
he thought this conversation was going to go very differently.
I did when he said that. Like, oh.
as soon as he brought up the brain damage thing, I'm like,
You knew it was coming.
shit. Like, well, there's about to be a truth bomb here.
That's
Hold on,
wild.
bud. You get serious sometimes, and that's
Yeah.
all right.
That's cool, man. That,
Yeah.
It's all like you guys want. It's all about growing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about growing and being your better, more authentic self.
That's
Yes.
beautiful. That's the most beautiful thing you can be, being authentic, not only to yourself, but once you're able to be authentic enough that people can actually see
Right.
how authentic you are, man, that's just a fucking amazing thing.
It's so easy for us to put on these different masks for different people, when you're in different settings and different groups. Suddenly you start to change yourself a little bit here and
Sure.
there, and over time, if you do that enough, you can start to lose yourself. You can forget who you actually are, and it's so important to just try to remain yourself no matter what setting you're in.
Yeah.
Because that's what people really want from you, is true authenticity. And the people that don't want that from you, that's because they're not authentic in themselves, right? They start to evaluate and they say, damn, I wish I could be like that, but I'm not. So now I'm going to hate him for who he is.
Exactly. We got so many people that want to bring us down. Not a lot of lifters, a lot of downers, though. And that's a tough thing, is because people want to be liked by people. So a lot of times the choice in who they hang out with isn't necessarily always the best choice.
Right.
But they still have people, even though these people couldn't care less about you, man. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You get the few that are truly genuine, want to know how your day was. You haven't talked in 3-4 years. You pick up a conversation like you were talking earlier this morning. There's some people that really do care, and it's all about finding the right group of people, because they say, whoever they is, you become the 5 closest people to you.
Right. The people you spend the most time with.
You become that, and the people that you're with, if they're good people, by default, and how simple it will be, you'll just be a good person because that's all that you'll really know.
Yeah.
And that's big, and that's important to kids out there listening, to even adults out here listening. You don't gotta fake it. If you want to be real and the people aren't enjoying who the real you is, that's not on you.
Right.
That is on them.
That's a them problem. And that
Don't-
just means you need to go find the right people.
Exactly.
Don't force trying to be that person for the people who don't want the true you.
Exactly.
And that was kind of one thing going off of what Bobby just said a little bit ago. There's always a movie quote that comes to my head now the last couple weeks where it's V for Vendetta.
Love that movie.
Never
You-
seen it. I'm not a movie person. We have this.
It is a really good movie. And
It's a fucking classic.
Oh God, here we go.
but the quote is, you wear a mask for so long that you forget who you are underneath it. And that has resonated with me quite a bit recently, just because I did wear that mask of the overt tough guy, the fighter, the killer, the just,
Macho.
yeah.
Oh
Where-
yeah. The Macho Man. Randy Savage. Yeah.
We'll
Dude,
circle.
I
we'll
think
circle
you could
back to this.
compete with Dan Soder with that Macho Man impression,
Oh,
bro.
thanks, bro. I
You give him a run
appreciate
for his
it.
money.
But yeah, it was just growing at this point is like my number one is just getting to be that person who just doesn't need all these fake accolades, the bullshit in his life, and just trying to do better by my family and by those around me. And it's like I'm starting to reach out to people who I haven't talked to in nigh on up to 10 years. And it's like, hey, what do you remember of me? And a lot of it has been, oh, you were a fighter. Well, I see how long I've been doing this shit.
Right.
Sure.
But yeah,
So they say that the truth does two things. It hurts, and to probably hear that probably fucking hurts that that's what they remember you for. Because as a human being and as a person, you are much more than that. But it also sets you free because now you're able to tell your story the right way. And you don't have to be like, oh man, now I got to keep this up. So
just taking and scraping off all that extra. It's like the burnt toast.
sure.
You've put it down so many times that all of a sudden you're sitting here going, all right, there's got to be good bread under here somewhere.
Right.
Right.
And that's what I'm scraping down to is the good bread.
Well, I'm excited to see how this journey goes for you. And
Come back in a year and, hey, guess what I did?
listen to his fighting story.
I lost my leg. No.
Yeah. As he's walking in on two nice legs. Yeah, I'm anxious to see. I'm happy that you're able to find that for yourself, and good for your wife for pointing it out to you. That probably wasn't easy to hear either.
Oh, dude, I was doing it so much to her, just on little things. And finally it came down. She's like, why?
Yeah.
Of all the things you could do, the truth is easier.
100%.
Like, you don't have to sit here worrying about, like, when is that hammer going to come down? You're not going to sit here worrying about the immediate hurt to those who hold it in, or who make these lies to, like, hold some, or to, like, protect someone's feelings and things like that. The immediate truth hurts a lot less than when the lie is figured out to be a betrayal.
Right.
That immediate is going to be, they'll be upset with you but it's going to fade because it was true. You spoke your truth. They figure out you lied to them. That little hurt that would have come from just telling the truth is now folded that many times and is about to come back at your face
Yeah.
in the worst way possible. And you will feel worse for having lied to them than just telling the truth straight out.
And once they figure out the lie, they're also going to start to question everything else that you said, whether it was a lie or not. And they're going to question everything you do in the future.
Yeah.
Yep.
That it's a bad spot to be in.
It's that dark, slippery slope that comes with, excuse me, where everything starts. And the start should be truth. Your first impression is always going to be your strongest.
Yeah.
Start with a good.
Right. Yeah, that's solid.
Super good. That was fun.
Yeah.
I hope you got a little stronger telling your side of that. I hope you guys, enjoy that, because that's really hard for someone to do. So just tell us and then whoever listens. So
Right.
I'm glad you did that.
Yeah. And it's to the point where now anyone who, like, if they bring up a story that I know was embellished, I'm now starting to be like, no, here's what I told you, and here's the actual.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to keep the deceptions going. That gets tiring as hell after a while.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
trying
Exhausting.
to keep everything straight. And it's
Yeah,
that,
trying to live up to lies, trying to wear those masks, all that, trying to be someone that you're not, that all is exhausting.
right?
It's so much more relaxing and joyful to just be yourself and just be like, I'm going to be me, and I don't care if you don't like it, because that's who I am.
That's it.
It feels so much better.
And my second bit of advice to the kids that end up watching: don't grow up so quickly.
No,
It
that's beautiful.
It looks glamorous. It sucks.
That's true.
It's
Be a
horrible.
kid. I keep telling my stepdaughter that. Just be a kid.
I was one of
worry.
those kids that was always trying to do things that older kids were doing. I always hung out with older kids. I was always doing things that people my age weren't doing yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close this real quick so he doesn't try to fly in there.
Are you guys hearing this fuzziness that comes and goes, or is it just me?
It's the leaves.
I think it's the leaf.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking, but I just wasn't sure if it was just me. Maybe
No.
my headphone cord's messed up. Or...
No,
Well, I've noticed every time it happens, I'm watching the leaves back here,
Gotcha.
and so yeah, it's the leaves right behind us over here.
I wonder how much it'll pick up on the audio. Hopefully, it's not
not horrible.
too
But
overbearing.
you know what? It's natural. We're all natural today
All natural.
on the Hola. So, yeah, you saying that, Jackson tells me the other day, because I'm like, hey, man, I just want you to be ready for the world and be the best that you can possibly be when you're ready to go.
Yeah.
He hits me up with the, I am ready for the world. You're going to see
No, you are not, buddy.
Jackson, as much as we love him, that really hurt my heart deep, because, like, I know in his heart and in his mind he thinks he's ready, but it's rent week, so if you're ready, show me how much of an adult you're going to be,
Right.
and then I need you to drive me out, and then I need you to end up going to the there's just so much that he's not, but somehow I think a lot of the kids get into their minds and are thinking that it's so easy to be an adult and be ready, because maybe us as parents make it look a lot easier than it was. We might hype them up, and maybe
Sorry.
I know it's good, but
We make a
Trying
lot.
to help you out.
We make a lot of this seem a lot easier. I remember having the same thoughts when it came to my parents. I'm sorry, bro. You've had this little spider running a web on you this whole.
How are you gonna let
He's been running web. Like you have an entire web, like three
Pull it
strands
off
of
me,
web,
girl.
going going down
All right, I'm
your
done with
shirt.
this. All natural.
Right. On the spot corrections. There
So
we go.
but it just when he said that to me, it really hurt. Like, man, buddy, I want you to be ready. You are no way, shape, or form ready.
But here's the thing. Would you rather have him have that sort of approach, like I am ready to take on the world, or would you rather him be the type of teenager that is overly timid and scared to do shit? And
No,
scared
I would
to
rather have him
face
have
the
that
world?
approach, but I want him to know the reality of it.
I get that.
That this might be a situation of me having cake and wanting to eat it.
Well, I think life will give
but-
him a reality check at some point. Something's going to happen, right? And I think sometimes you have to let that play out.
With him, yeah, he likes to find out for himself more so than taking the advice of dad. He listens
Yeah.
really well. He's an awesome kid. And I tell you guys this all the time. He's great.
Yeah.
He makes my life easier, but there's just some things that he needs or wants to find out for himself when I kind of know, hey man, this is how this road leads.
Yep.
But
You learn more from your mistakes, though, than you do from anybody telling you in advance what might happen, right? Sometimes it doesn't matter. You could go to college for 4 years, and that doesn't make you an expert on anything. You're going to have to go out and have
do it.
experience to actually really learn the ins and outs of what you're trying to do. You know, that's life in general. People can sit and tell you all these things, but at the end of the day, you're going to have experiences to learn your own lessons.
It's the same thing. I try to keep in my stepdaughter's head that there are certain things that we can talk to you about. We can walk you through it, but there are a lot of things in adult life, in the real world, that you will never be prepared for.
Right.
yeah.
You will never be able to plan for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love her to death. She has a habit of seeing like the absolute best of everyone. Like she wants like the perfect, like everybody is kind to one another,
Yeah.
everyone is great. And I keep having to remind her that there are times where that's just not the case.
Right.
Like some people are just, they just have that hate in their heart. And those are the people, like, I firmly believe everyone should have at some point a service industry job,
We talked about that before.
just because you know at some point someone's going to come up and just, you forgot my pickles.
Bro, it's serious like that.
And they will have the worst meltdown over the smallest thing.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at McDonald's for 4 years. I had a guy come in, order his food. It was like $30 worth of food. Gave him his tray, and he asked if he could order an ice cream cone and just pick it up after he's done eating. And of course, because this is McDonald's, our ice cream machine didn't work.
Yep.
Screw that contract. This dude straight up takes the tray.
Because
Flips
the
it.
ice cream machine was down.
Because he couldn't get his ice
Because
cream
he couldn't
cone.
get an ice cream cone.
Jeez.
He flipped a $30 tray of food over at that point it was a 50-cent ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Also, screw inflation.
Right?
You go to there now and it's like
wild.
$1.50.
$12 ice cream
Right.
cone.
One time I was working at Jimmy John's, and I remember this guy came through the drive-through. I wasn't the one working the drive-through, but there was somebody, and his sandwich was messed up. And he comes back around and he starts yelling at the person that was working the drive-through, and then he takes his sandwich and he throws it at his own dashboard. Right? And so sandwich explodes all over his car.
Right.
Like, what, dude? Like, that's so irrational.
He
What
showed
is
that
going
sandwich.
through your head that you would do that? Throw it in the store, I can understand. There's logic there.
That's where I thought you were going.
Throwing it in your own car, that is just absurd. Like, this is a crazy person we are seeing right here in front of our faces.
Dude, it's all the videos that you can find now of people just losing their minds at restaurants.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, everyone should have to work. Number one, either a service job or a retail job.
Yeah.
When I worked at Target, I don't know how many times someone would be like, "Can you check in the back?" I
It
already
says
did.
0.
It says 0. Well, I know you guys got something in the back. I know you're wrong because you don't work here.
Right.
All the things that you want to tell people,
Yeah.
and it's like people just need these experiences. Like the people who have never worked a day in fast food, and the people who have never worked a day in retail, the people who have been like given their job at a family establishment
Yeah.
that are like, "Oh, my dad's the owner," like that false inflated self-worth. And it's like, just have that reality check.
Right.
And it's like, that's just the tip of like the things that
Just a tip.
The
the tip. Yeah, I heard about that story.
Shout out to last week's guest.
It hasn't come out yet, but you will see. Shit, at that point, I'll
They
see too.
saw it by the time they're watching
Yeah.
this.
I was gonna say when you said we're coming live from Montecito, I'm like, well, it's live right now.
We are.
We get caught
We're
up on that a
live.
lot,
We are
bro.
alive. Yeah. I don't know why it's just natural to say. We probably heard it so many times in our
Yeah.
lives, you know?
I was gonna say just started off with, we're live here, but now it's
We're time
6
travelers.
weeks later.
yeah, just get that.
By the time
SpongeBob
this
thing.
shows are going to be 4 feet of snow on the ground. and shit.
Sir, can you leave my ear alone, please? Thank you.
So, Jason, what else do you like to do with your life for fun? I know you got some interesting hobbies.
So, I still do a lot of gaming.
A lot of gaming.
lot of
What
gaming.
are some of your favorite video games?
Oh Lord, how far back do you want me to go?
Just name 3. Just,
You
In chronological order.
just the 3
mother.
the 3 that pop into your head first.
So, I'll start with like the series that I'm playing now has actually become one of my favorites,
Okay.
and that is Dying Light,
Dying Light.
made by the company Techland, who made the Dead Island games. Basically, just post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse. You're having to scavenge weapons from other survivors and loot and everything like that. Just basically just keeping yourself going.
Is it just a first-person shooter type thing?
First-person exploration,
Okay.
I would say. First-person survival.
Kind of like a Fallout, kind of like
Yeah.
okay.
Fallout meets Mirror's Edge. So there's parkour and running aspects.
Oh, nice.
Where you can like jump rooftop to rooftop in the first game.
Hell yeah.
And basically it has a day and night mechanic. So during the night the zombies get stronger.
Makes sense.
You
in
have
a zombie
these,
game.
You have this variant that comes out called the volatiles. And like basically during the day you can pretty much do whatever.
Mhm.
And the actual like the motto of the game is good night and good luck.
Nice.
Your only option like until you hit end game is run.
Oh,
Legitimately. And I hope that you look up what a volatile looks like. Just this massive hulking, just jacked. Yeah. No, Darren,
it's
Darren,
basically a Darren.
Darren, you're a boomer.
I want to be a volatile.
But like, you know, in Halo, how the elite's mouth has like that, or even Predator,
A predator mouth.
the Predator mouth. That's the volatile.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Predator mouth, big hulking.
Scary monster.
Your only like survival method is get to a place with UV light, so they'll scatter.
Get a little closer to the mic.
So that you have to get to a UV light for them to scatter.
Okay.
Like, just absolutely just terrifying.
So that's kind of like a safe spot is by a light.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And it has to be like one of those UV black lights.
Okay.
Your
Gotcha.
flashlight, you only get like 4 seconds of it to actually just be like, be gone, and then run.
Okay. That sounds like a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
That does.
After that would be the Onimusha series.
Oni Musha.
Yes. So, right. So basically, take feudal Japan, historical figures from feudal Japan, Nobunaga Oda, Samanosuke Akachi, different figureheads of Japanese or in Japanese lore.
Okay.
Add demons. And like the first game was Onimusha or Genma Onimusha Warlords. And then there's Onimusha Demon Siege, different games like that. They all follow just you're a samurai saving, like game 1 is you're saving Princess Yukina. Game 2, you're avenging your family.
Okay.
Game 3 involves time travel. The entire series is great. It's getting a new game, the first mainline game since 2009,
Right.
comes out in I think it's November. So 16 years later,
Dang.
they're remastering those games now, and I'm sitting here going,
What system was this that you play these on?
the original was original Xbox and PlayStation 2.
Oh shit.
The remasters are Xbox Series S, PS5, Nintendo Switch.
So you got all those game systems.
Eh,
Oh my god. It's all right.
He's a
dude,
nerd.
It's all good, baby.
I'll go down the list
I
after
do
a
too.
little bit.
Those 3 games that you said they're about, the first one's about saving the chick, the second one is avenging his family, and the third one is time traveling.
Yep.
Those 3 things are perfectly the 3 basic principles of any good story. A beauty to rescue, a battle to fight, and an adventure to chase.
Yes.
And that's exactly what those 3 things are.
And with one of the greatest soundtracks,
Oh,
everything is completely orchestral,
Nice.
so it makes it seem like it is that
that means
high,
an orchestra played it.
high
Oh,
power.
orca. I thought it was like
And, it's just
orca
a bunch
wrestle.
of it's
A
just
bunch
a
of
bunch
whales.
of whales.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. No,
I'm
maybe,
just kidding.
Maybe
I'm
I
just
did.
playing with you there.
So yeah, that would be 1 and 2, and then oh Lord, what is a game that I keep? Honestly, the old James Bond games back on
Oh.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, those were good games.
Nightfire, Everything or Nothing, Agent Under Fire, From Russia with Love.
Those were fun.
I've always had a spot for not only the movies, the books,
Yeah.
the games, just James Bond in general.
Right. I bet you played James Bond 007, haven't you, Jared?
I played that on the was it
Nintendo
the
64.
Nintendo
Say
64.
GoldenEye.
That's one of the best games ever.
The little Chinese dude was the best on that, right?
Odd Job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He was so short they couldn't kill him. Like he couldn't shoot or something because he was so short.
So you couldn't shoot him because his character model was so low or was so short.
Yeah.
He had a smaller hitbox, right?
So the hitbox was Literally that. It was just a sliver, and you had to be able to actually move it down to pull the trigger on him.
Nice. Yeah, that's the one thing I remember about that game.
Which, if you mastered, that made you a better video game player for the future.
Yep.
Because then now you basically always have to kind of
Yeah.
aim down to correct. Otherwise, you're not going to get that good headshot.
I
Or aim
love-
up in some games, I guess.
I just
What kind of
love-
shot?
Headshot.
Good headshot.
That's the money
We'll
shot,
get
baby.
that shot. Don't worry, folks.
I should have done this. Say it again.
That good headshot.
But I just love how far gaming has actually come. Like, you think back to like the original first games that ever got brought out.
Think of Pong.
Pong. Yep.
Yeah.
It's 2 sticks and a square.
With a thin line and the counter.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That was it. And your controllers were these paddles that just had little.
Nope,
like
the original was.
The original that you just plugged into the TV was
Circle paddle.
Circle paddle. And
I
then
don't know, I
Atari.
got-
And then Atari got Pong. And then it was
Yeah.
this one.
That's right, ColecoVision before.
Yeah, it was. The game was. It had these 2 goofy things you hook up to where on the back of your old TV, where
The
your picture
little-
would go.
Half circle
Yeah,
prongs.
and
Yep.
that
To
would go in.
unscrew, put
Yep.
them in, unscrew.
That would go in, and then that would lead to the paddles, and that's it. We just, dude,
The RCA cable.
spend hours playing that game, man. My mom
Yeah.
Was
Hi,
it-
Judy.
was
Hi,
a
dude.
gangster at that game, dude.
Long time no see, too, Mom.
So-
Pong
So-
was game changing,
Oh, for sure,
pun intended.
for sure.
You know?
And then, like, you see the next jump kind of become 2D sprites.
Yeah,
Super Mario,
yep.
when they started doing the
The side
SNES and
scrolling.
the Famicom, the side-scrolling games. You get a little bit more with Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden the jump from that to the N64 and the PlayStation 1,
Right.
Unreal.
Going 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
That was massive.
when all of a sudden you're getting like Ocarina of Time, you're getting Monsters Incorporated, you're starting to get all these licensed games that are actually really fantastic.
Things start to look a little more real.
Yeah. I mean, every guy will think of Lara Croft.
Oh, for sure.
She was
Pol-
hot.
Polygon Lara Croft
little
being the
video game
hottest thing
thing.
that we ever had seen at that
At
moment.
that time,
We
That's
had
true.
movies, but holy crap, video games are getting so realistic.
Right.
yep.
As she's looking like Madonna at the VMAs or whatever.
That's funny. Yeah, video games are fun. What else do you like to do for fun?
So we do, we go camping, we'll go hiking, everything like that. We just get outdoors
That's good.
as
That's
much
good.
or as much as we can. We're both so damn busy lately.
Yeah.
You said you went to the Ren Fest. Did you dress up for the Ren Fest?
I did not go this year.
Oh,
So
He said these guys were at the Ren Fest.
yep, so those guys
I
sell to the rest-
misinterpreted
Ren Fest.
that. I
Normally
guess I
when I do-
assumed you bought it there.
Normally when I
Summer.
do go to the Ren Fest, I will dress up. I actually just sold the jacket that I had for Ren Fest, which is not the jacket that I bought at your place.
That jacket was sick.
I still have that one.
I hope you do.
I will never get rid of that one. But when I was at Camping World, I had gotten that one big jacket, the one that didn't have the sleeves that I wore for Halloween that one year. That big ass heavy one.
Okay.
It was like $800.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It was $800 or $900, and then I went back and I bought the boots that matched it
Mm-hmm.
for another $500.
I
That's
remember.
a lot of money.
He was sitting right in his office when he did that.
Yep. So I did that, brought it in, and I'm like, "Hey, look at this thing." Darren puts it on and goes, "Holy shit, that's heavy."
It was heavy.
It was like a good like 10-pound jacket.
I ain't trying to carry no 10-pound jacket.
I think I remember seeing this jacket that you're talking about.
Yeah.
But you also wore the best Halloween costume
You did.
at work I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
My Deadpool.
Deadpool.
That
was
Deadpool costume is
spot.
legit.
That was, I think, $350.
Dang.
It won you $100, didn't it?
I think it was like a $50 gift card.
Cheap ass.
Right? It wasn't much, but it was the fact that it was like when they tallied the votes, it was like only 4 people didn't vote for me.
Right, that was insane.
And they were the ones that were trying to like
Compete.
get the sister wives thing.
yeah, yep.
Oh, that's right. They had.
The kissing
was-
cousins.
Nope,
It
it
was-
was the sister wives because it was Jordan
Wasn't
and Marissa.
Yeah, I thought they were kissing cousins.
Nope, it was the sister wives.
That was just your fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not far off on that.
But yeah,
That was a great costume.
that is the one that if I go to like a convention or something and I'm
Yeah.
working on cosplays and stuff,
You still wearing that?
I still wear that.
Cool.
Yep. My belly sticks out.
Have
a
you
little
ever
bit more
been
than-
to the official Comic Con?
I have not. Honestly, the only convention that I've really done is Convergence in Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
It's a nice little blend of pretty much anything in nerd culture.
Yeah.
And like everybody's respectful, everyone is kind to one another there. It's one of those where like even the smallest levels of hate aren't tolerated and can get you kicked out.
That's good.
Like that kind of safe space.
That's cool.
If they didn't do it downtown Minneapolis, it would probably be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But they do it at the Hyatt Regency in Minneapolis. So like
Nice.
there was one year we were out there and there was this guy just harassing every single cosplayer that he saw.
Idiot.
And dude wasn't even part of the convention. He was just some drugged
rando out there.
drugged out rando on the side of the street.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where like enough people had actually called the cops on this guy that they came out and arrested him.
Good.
And he actually got charged with it was 1 count of indecent exposure because he whipped it out at this girl
Oh shit.
and just
Say what
everything
you
else.
want, but don't pull your dick out.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
It's all fun and games
But yeah,
till the penis pops.
Then that can be a lifelong game, baby.
yep.
18 years minimal.
18 years minimal, and you're gonna learn by Bubba in the prison.
Yeah, that's a fun time.
Bubba,
I used to
Bubba,
work in a prison. It was fun.
Bubba thinks you're pretty.
That was a fun time.
I have been to a prison. When I was like 14, I was in this place called Prairie Lakes Detention Center up in Wilmer, Minnesota.
Okay.
Right? A juvenile detention center / treatment program. And part of that program, we went to Appleton Prison and did a scared straight thing, just like you saw on TV. It was exactly like that.
really?
We didn't
Okay.
have cameras there. No one recorded the shit.
Yeah.
But we
I
were
think
there.
that makes
these
it a little
dudes
bit
went
more
in?
real.
Yeah, a little bit scarier. They're like, yeah, nobody's actually gonna watch
No,
this.
sitting here thinking, people aren't acting for this. Oh shit!
There's a bee. I'm trying to stay calm.
Easy, baby.
I accidentally
no
swatted
chin.
at it. I didn't realize it was
There
a
we go.
bee. I thought it was a mosquito or something.
All right, now he's in the wood.
Otherwise, I know to stay calm around bees. If you stay calm, they will leave you alone.
I like to hit him with my hat and then step on him.
That
Hit him with my hat and then step on him.
Okay.
You
It's a
can just
wonderful idea.
you can just guide them.
Save the bees. Don't kill bees, Darren. They're,
Well, they're
very
trying to-
important.
No, not
Bees-
these ones.
All
Bees,
of them.
yes. Hornets. eh.
Right.
Oh, okay. You
But
got a valid
even
point
then-
there.
Thank you.
Even then, it's still one of those. They aren't going to do anything unless you
Really?
antagonize.
Really?
them.
Okay,
Yeah.
first off, I didn't invite you to get in my bubble.
They don't come stinging around for nothing.
Why are you here? Why are you in my mouth? Why
These are
you...
his forests. We
Because
came
you
to
told
his world.
You told me just the tip.
Just the tip.
That's why I'm in your mouth.
It's a good spot to end this on.
Anything else you want to talk about really quick? Anything else you want to say? Any shout outs?
Anything?
Jinx, you owe me a
Honestly,
Northeast?
I do.
Best thing I can say, because we, like I said, we are starting to kind of raise geckos and everything like that comes with it.
Yeah.
Check out, there's a company called Cold Blooded Expos. They do a lot of like reptile shows, animal shows, things like that. Scales, tails, and feathers is one of their bigger
Cool.
ones.
That's a fun name.
Yeah,
And-
for sure.
Like, to those who are afraid of snakes and everything, find someone who owns reptiles.
I have one.
I have multiple at this point. I think we're up to like in the 60s
For reptile?
for geckos.
Oh, I got one ball python.
We've got our ball python, our skink, our red tail boa,
Nice.
60 plus geckos. But check out a reptile expo. Go in, just take a look, see, have one of the vendors there actually help you hold one.
Yeah.
And you'll see they're not really as scary as you think they are. Like, most of our snakes just sit there and just
Right.
zero brain cells.
Yeah.
Not a thought going through their head. Our geckos try to jump from our heads. They're not smart. But yeah, take a look at Cold Blooded Expos and just come on out and support the local folks that are doing reptile breeding. Just for the fact of, like, you go to PetSmart and you go to Petco, any of these pet stores, a lot of the box chain ones are selling animals that are basically what are called overflow or non-desirable.
Right.
We got one from there. Whatever that pet store is in Monticello up by Target. It was.
PetSmart.
We got a snake from there. $450 after cage and snake.
Dang.
And she was super sick.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember talking to you.
Yeah.
So it was, she died like 2 months after we had her. It was horrible. But, I'm not a big fan of buying reptiles from those spots either.
And the local folks, us and the other breeders, we're not breeding for quantity. We're breeding for quality,
Nice.
which is why you go to these shows and they're like, well, I can get that at Petco for $30. Well, there's a reason that's $30.
Right.
Right.
You look at their pamphlet and it says they'll live 5 to 7 years. You look anywhere else,
30 plus.
it's for like our crested geckos, 10 to 15 years is the age range.
Nice.
And you barely get those off of these pet store ones
Right.
because they're just buying so many from these breeders who just don't care.
Yeah.
Pumping them out.
It's a big difference between the box store and then we mom and pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right on. Well, shout out them. It was very fun hanging out with you today, Jason. Very fun podcast. Very interesting, unexpected.
Yeah.
So,
things get real quick.
yeah, that's what this is all about. Never know what's going to happen on the Hola Bud podcast.
No, and that's part of the intrigue why you want to watch next week.
Yep.
I have one thing that I had planned
Okay, give
that
it
I
to
came
us.
up with you guys. So,
What's that?
like I said, Darren and I bonded off of pro wrestling.
Yep.
And I had this thought of there's one thing that you and I have done a number of times. And it is Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yep. But it's for D-Generation X.
All right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
So Darren and I have done that so many times that we have actually done it one section at a time. And I started thinking like, hola, bud.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, these two best friends are here to proudly present your two best friends in the world, B3 Darren Hekimovich, Brother Bobby Robert Skoog, the Hola, Bud podcast.
Yeah. We'll take it, baby.
That's a good one. I like it. I like it. Definitely appreciate you, Jason. Definitely want to have you on again sometime.
For sure.
Talking
yeah.
more, having some fun. Other than that, thank you for watching. And definitely, like Darren said, tune in next week. You don't know what's going to be happening.
Neither do we. Love you all. Thank you for watching.
Peace.